I remember some years back, I wanted to make a very important decision of my life, one of the most important decisions of my life. And so I had these very respectable people. I respected them so much. I saw them as my mentors and all that. And so they were not understanding my point of view. They were seeing things differently, I believe, from the human perspective. They were seeing things from their own lens, whereas I was seeing things from another lens. They were not understanding what I was trying to say. They were not seeing it. And so they wanted to discourage me from making that decision I wanted to make. But because I knew at that time what God had told me, because I knew that I had peace in my heart, I had checked the whole thing, I had evaluated the whole decision from all sides, and I had complete peace in my heart and trust in God. I had to let them know that, oh, I've made a decision and it is based on this. This is the peace I have in my heart. I didn't need to make this decision. They still didn't agree with me. In fact, they cut off from me. They really didn't understand what I was doing. Now, how many years down the line, I can say that that's one of the best decisions I've made in my life. One of the very best decisions. Now, imagine if I listened to them, based on their own opinions, which to them they would have thought by then they were making the best decisions for me and all that, from their own human perspective. Imagine if I had listened to them, if I had told their parts, I would have been regretting it today. I may not even know that I'll be regretting it because I will still be blind to what they think is best for me. Whereas I had denied myself of that thing that God had revealed to me and what He had given me peace for them. So it is important to know what God is saying to you per time, because you can only have true peace within you, in yourself, in whatever decision you're trying to make, when you have heard God clearly on that situation and you know what God wants you to do in that situation. That's the only way you can have peace in that regard and make the right decision, irrespective of what whoever is saying, be the high and mighty. What's important is what God is saying, because we are all humans at the end of the day. The best of us is still human. And so what matters is what your spirit is telling you per time. That's what you should listen to. Because only God knows the end from the beginning. And you can only have true peace when you're listening to what He's telling you concerning that thing. Your peace is more important than being liked. You won't be everyone's cup of tea. Trying to be liked by everyone can be exhausting, and that will even take your eyes away from the goal. There's no need striving to please everyone around you and make sure that everyone likes you and all that. That's recipe for disaster, because you can never ever please everyone, and you can never please one person all the time. So there's no need trying. You will just waste your time, waste your life, waste your destiny. What's important is that you do what your heart is at peace with. And at the end of the day, you find out that if you're doing what your heart is at peace with, then you're doing what's best, not just for yourself, but for others too. So the most important thing is to do what you're at peace with and not what people want you to do at that point in time. And this is why most times you find very young people, teenagers, because they are trying to please their peers, they are trying to be part of the happening gang in school or in their community and all that. You would find them trying to please others, trying to do what others want them to do, and they end up denying their destiny, what it should be. And so you shouldn't strive to please your peers and gain the attention and the likeness of others, whereas you're doing what's hurting your life and what's hurting your destiny. So if you're a young person and you're after people pleasing, after gaining the attention and the attraction and the favoritism and all that of your peers, you're losing out of what God has called you to be. You're failing your destiny. What you should be chasing after is what should give you peace, what you've been called to be, that thing that will give you peace of mind at the end of the day when all is said and done, and not what will make others to like you. And that is why if you're asked to do something that you know that crosses your boundary, that when you do it and you get back home in the middle of the night, you would lose sleep, you wouldn't have peace, then you should learn how to politely say no so you can preserve your peace. If you don't know how to protect your boundaries, you don't know how to set boundaries or keep boundaries or protect them, then there is no way you would have peace, because you would always fall back on what others expect of you. Learn to choose peace all the time, no matter what, no matter the circumstances, no matter the situation of things. Because being at peace with who you are, with who you truly are, is freedom. People may not like you for choosing yourself, for doing the right thing, for doing the noble thing. They may not like you. I mean, who cares? What matters is that you've chosen to protect your peace, to do the right thing you're supposed to do, and you can go home and sleep well at night. That is what matters, nothing else. Because in this journey of life, people will misunderstand you. They will label you all sorts. They will call you names. They will misjudge you. They will misrepresent you. They will misunderstand you. People will always talk. They will assume all sorts about you. But guess what? Your peace is more important. You can be kind and still choose what's best for you. You can do kind deeds unto others. You can be humble, respectable, do the good that you're supposed to do for humanity and for God, and still choose your peace in all situations. That is what you should aim for, and nothing less than that.